When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And the Yellow Jackets will put total leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Pittsburgh's offense will get the first swing of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance, so I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Man, early in the game, I love when you set the tone and make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. Nice job getting him on the ground, getting your first sack of the day. Listen, they had 3 last week, but they want to continue to build on that number and keep getting it higher, and that's a great start.
It's complete to the right. Still running at the 40. Rims him with the stiff arm. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Not every explosive play in the passing game needs to be a 70-yard bomb down the field. If you find your running back in the progression, you just get it to him quickly. He's one of the most dangerous guys on the field with the ball in his hands, and he showed you that. Great vision, great speed, phenomenal job after the catch, and it's a big play for the offense in the passing game.
I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Chris hit it right in the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league, so a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Looking to pass. It's Adderley. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Pitt will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. So Georgia Tech's offense has the ball for the first time. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense is kind of strong.
There he goes. Gets it past the marker. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. They go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Right back to him on the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Out of the backfield, he's open. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
To throw, it's Dyer. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football.
And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Pitt. The extra point here would tie the game. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Fires it down the seam. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Try to get it to the edge. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. To the ground with the back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Adderley. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Panthers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Hard running there. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. The Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The screen, he's got wheels. On the move at the 30. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a 1st down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The play action fake. Wide open downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Using the quick game. The quarterback using all of the receivers at his disposal. This time he found the fullback.
And it's nice to have a guy that can block and obviously have the versatility to also catch the football, you know, so you can mix it up and keep that defense guessing.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air. It's Dyer. Back open in the middle. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Caught near the sticks. It's Wolf. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. The give on the inside.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in back.
It's a seam wide open. The 20. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Bring in the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Punt is on its way. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Dyer. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on second and long. Maybe a double pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Speeding down the left side. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Panthers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. All even up after that one. Basically a brand new game.
And with a tie, guess what? Back to the offense. Back to the offense. Which defense can get a stop? These offenses have been humming.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. They'll leave it with him. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. On the option. He'll toss it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The offense will quickly use the timeout.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting down the ground.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Scrambling away. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this second and short. Looking downfield very late in the half. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. Time's dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going to sling it on second down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Boom. Rushes on him. Firing deep. Finds a spot in the middle. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the third quarter. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. A little screen to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Dyer. Lets it fly. He's got it on the outside. Off and running. 10. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Avent. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now the play fake. Here's a heat. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. Got his man.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the point after is good.
Georgia Tech, 35, Pitt, 21.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the field.
The Panthers will hustle to the line.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Dropping back, it's Adderley. Dumps it off in the flats. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes a connection. Ripping through the defense. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw again. Finds the tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Shakes off the defender. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, I like the aggressive nature by the quarterback there. He's trying to take a shot down the field. Just a better play by the defense forcing the incompletion.
Back to throw, it's Adderley. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Wants to return it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. He'll pull it on the read. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Here's the pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give from the gun. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Keep it on the ground. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, Yellow! finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Setting up the screen. Looking for room at the 40. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Got rid of it just in time.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Looking for a man. It's Dyer. Oh, he makes the catch. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. And the Yellow Jackets are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Direct snap. Finding an escape route. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Finds a man on the left. The Yellow Jackets racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Handoff from the gun. Fights off the defender. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Oh, they're after him. He'll try to do it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Moving out of the pocket. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. The give as they work on that clock. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Trying play action. Makes the catch. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Under fire. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Under fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to continue.
Oh, he's got some space. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Panthers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Back to pass on 2nd down. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. The terrain gets rough this deep in the... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Pitt.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Got a man. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Complete. At the 45 on his way. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Quarterback making checks. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Made the grab in the end zone for the... With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive later.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today, they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move